Hey guys, welcome into our channel. So we have been getting a ton of requests from our viewers wanting to know where the market ended up last year. So 2022 was a crazy year in real estate. We had some price drops, we had some interest rate hikes and things like that. So people are just really curious to know where we landed, and we're going to lay that out for you. We're going to give you all the data and the numbers from last year, and then we're also going to talk about a forecast for what we think the market's going to do this year going forward.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the big headline, the 27% drop in closed sales.
Whew.
It's, crazy things happening, right?
Yeah.
And so we need to talk about that and provide some clarity for everyone.
Yeah, guys, and if you find value from this, go ahead and like this and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep you updated as soon as we have new numbers and new data coming out. And if you find this valuable and you think someone else would find it valuable, feel free to go ahead and share.
Let's get to it. So let's talk about what's happening in Tampa. And there's three things that we focus on, three major statistics that we focus on, right? One is the median sales price, two is closed sales, and three is months of inventory, right? Those are the three main things that we think are most important when we're talking about a market update. And today we're covering the end of 2022. How did we do in 2022 versus 2021? So everybody can get an idea, kind of like a gauge, like a thermometer of the real estate market, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is median sold sales price, right? In December, we ended up at $380,990, which is a 6% increase from December of 2021. So what we're saying is home prices went up 6%. Not bad, right? If you draw a line straight across from December of 2022, we ended up at the end of December equal to what we were in March of 2022. So not that bad, right? Because I think everybody would agree that March of 2022 we were still pretty hot market, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so, and then if you go back like 5 years, you can see that home prices climbed substantially, with the majority of that growth being in the last 3 years. So that's what's happened with closed sales.
All right, let's talk about
sales price, I'm sorry.
Let's talk about months of inventory. So first of all, what are months of inventory? Months of inventory indicate whether it's a market that's in favor of the seller or the buyer, or whether it's balanced, right? So usually about 4 to 6 months is sort of a balanced market, depending on who you ask. So months of inventory in December was at 2.35 months, meaning if no new homes came on the market, it would take us about 2.35 months to sell what is already listed. This is a big jump from where we were in March of 2022 when we had half a month of inventory, basically nothing, right?
Yeah.
So if you draw a straight line across there, you can see where that equals around, where we land around equal to May of 2020.
Exactly. And what's a fair market where the buyers and sellers have no advantage over each other? That's 4 to 6 months. So being at 2 months tells you that it's a really hot market still. In comparison, it's still way in favor of a seller.
Exactly.
Even though homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer, right?
And buyers do have a little bit more negotiation power these days. So don't think that it's totally in favor of the seller like it was even last year.
Right, exactly. So let's talk about the number of closed sales, right? In December, closed sales, the total number of closed sales for Tampa dropped 27.3%.
Wow.
Right? And so that's from December of 2021. In December of 2021, there were 9,478 sales. And if you draw a line straight across, that puts us about equal to December of 2014, when we had 9,500 in sales. Yes, there's been a drop in sales, and I think a few factors that go into that are the inflation. Inflation has been climbing, and so the cost of goods have went up, and so people are spending less money, and that's got people a little bit more fearful. A lot of the talk about the market going to tank or going to crash has caused a lot of people to pump the brakes, right?
Oh, for sure.
And then interest rates. So as interest rates go up, mortgage buyers can afford less of a home, so they're seeing a lot less home than maybe they did see the year prior if they were looking. And that's got people pumping the brakes as well.
Well, you know what happens when you look at more expensive homes and then you have to lower your budget and go backwards, right?
Yeah.
Nothing looks the same. If you're looking at a $500,000 home after you've seen $600,000 homes, it's just not going to stack up.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the Gulf Coast MLS for like the Greater Fort Myers area.
Yeah. And the first thing we're going to look at is median sales price. So if we look at the median sales price, we ended up at $475,000 for 2022, which is an 18.8% increase over 2021. Let me put that in perspective. In 2015, prices were $245,000. In 2022, they're $475,000. That's like, is that almost double? Yeah, almost double. That prices have increased. And you could see that most of that's happened since what, 2019.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, guys, so prior to the pandemic, healthy marketplace nationwide would appreciate at about 3%. And here in Southwest Florida, we were about 8 to 10%. So an 18.8% increase from last year until this year, right?
Exactly, yes. So then that brings us to closed sales.
So closed sales ended the year at 21,502, which is a 23% drop from the 28,160 in 2021. Now, I know that sounds pretty drastic, and it is when we compare it to 2021, right? But if you draw a line straight across, it's roughly equal to the middle of 2019, which happened to be a great year in real estate.
It absolutely did. Which leads us to months of inventory. The months of inventory in December, where we finished the year, was 4 months. And that means, again, if no new homes were listed, it would take 4 months to sell everything that's on the market. And right around that 6-month mark is considered a balanced market. So we're still kind of on the leaning toward the seller's advantage right now. But like Lona said earlier, it is a lot better for buyers in terms of negotiations right now.
All of the eggs aren't completely in the seller's basket.
Yes. In summary, what's your thoughts? You know, what slowdown? Is there a slowdown? Yes, we are slowing down, as to be expected. What do you think is going to happen this coming year?
So I think things are going to sort of even back out and normalize. When we talk about slowdown, we're really comparing it to the last 2 years during the pandemic, which is when everything blew up and went absolutely crazy. But when we look back at the data, 2014, 2019, those were all incredible real estate years here in Southwest Florida. So I'm not concerned at all about what's happening. I know that we had seen some giant increases before, like comparing 2020 to 2021, we rose like 35.5% that year. And that's just unsustainable, guys. That's not a healthy market when you're going up too fast or going down too fast. So I'm sort of looking forward to things evening back out.
Yeah, cooling off a little bit, getting some more inventory and things like that. I think we're going to see like normal appreciation. I think a normal market for us is right around that 6 to 10%, right, of price appreciation. I think we're going to get back to that, not the 20, 30% that we were seeing for the last few years. And also, I think Lona will agree that this last few weeks have been fire. We've been getting showings off the hook and things like that.
Multiple offer situations again.
Multiple offer situations. So what's happening is, I think buyers are starting to get used to, okay, interest rates are right around that 5-6%. That's what they're going to be. And there's actually a possibility that they're going to go up. So we better make a move now. You can always refinance, right? You can always refinance, get a lower rate once the rates go down, if they do go down. But a normal market, prior to 2019 and 2018, we were at that 4, 5, 6% anyways, correct?
That's right. And just, as a reminder that our market is about 70% cash buyers, guys. So they're not really as worried about interest rates and things like that because they have the means to pay cash, which puts you in a different situation when buying a home completely.
Exactly. So I think that about covers it. If you guys think we did a good job, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell button if you want to be notified whenever we put out new content. we would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and drop our website in the comment section. So if you guys want to see what's out there, what you can get, how much your dollar will stretch right now, go ahead and feel free to hop on there. You can search homes. And if you have any questions, of course, always reach out. We're happy to help.
Absolutely. I'm Doug Lugers.
I'm Lona Lugers.
Thanks for watching.